Hello, class. Today you will hear a true story unlike any other. The Sea Peoples had left a wake of destruction in their path. The Sea Peoples, which were a collection of tribes from southern Asia and the Aegean, crushed the Hittites in Asia Minor. Now the tribes were marching southward, ready to make Egypt its next victim. Pharaoh Ramses III was ready.
Today you will not die in vain, for you are fighting for your empire and the sun god Ra. Now, let us charge to victory! Advance!
The battle was long and bloody. The soldiers were caught in hand-to-hand combat, while ox carts carrying women and children were caught into the confusion. The magnitude of the battle was so immense, it is difficult to describe in words. Later, in the Nile Delta, the attackers advanced from the sea. The Egyptian fleet struck back. The Egyptians soon had the Sea Peoples surrounded. They attacked with full strength, capsizing a large number of enemy boats. The Egyptians had won the battle, but there was civil unrest. The economy was collapsing, the harvests were failing, and the priesthood was challenging the pharaoh's divinity. Then Tai, a secondary queen, plotted with allies to use magic to assassinate the pharaoh. In the first attempt, an unknown assassin made magic scrolls and gods of wax and gave them to Pippin Reed.
Take them in.
It shall be done.
While he was performing his deeds, he was caught on his actions and arrested. Pippin Reed was imprisoned prior to his trial. In the second attempt, Penuhulabin, former overseer of the herds, conspired with another unknown assassin.
Give to me a rule for enduring me with strength and might.
He arrived at the site of the harem and began to make figures of wax that were intended to be taken in by Arim, the inspector. Both were arrested, along with everyone else who was involved for participating in the attempted assassination of Ramses III. They were all put on trial, examined by Mentonway, Perfori, Kara, Pebes, Mai, and Hori. All but one were found to be guilty, and their punishments were brought upon them.
Something troubles me.
What is it, my lord?
I can no longer trust my own priesthood. We must move the Heart of Osiris to a safer location.
It will be done, my lord.
According to legend, workers expanded the inside of Abu Simbel, fitting former storage rooms with traps, puzzles, and secret doors. Then, upon completion, the Heart of Osiris was sealed inside, never to see the light of day again, until now.
The Chinese soldiers loaded us and the Golden Dragon on a helicopter and flew us back to Dang Tong, where we then transported the treasure all the way back to Venice.
And to thank us for our efforts, the staff at the Marco Polo Museum has lent us the Golden Dragon. You should have been there.
I know. I really am disappointed that I did not get to see all those cool sights. Then again, I had college to contend with.
Remember, no money, no admission.
Why, wait a minute. I work here.
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Thunder.
You look familiar.
I'm Jerry Digalot, James's cousin.
Oh.
Look, here comes my cousin.
Oh.
Johnny, come here. It is important.
What happened?
Dr. Jim Caribou can explain that.
Wait, isn't it Jim Caro?
I knew that. Just follow me. Jim, this is Johnny.
Don't worry, he already knows me.
He knows you?
Sure, mate. We were colleagues at the Explorers Institute. That is, until he left for New Mexico to search for that rumored Spanish gold.
I didn't get anything, other than a few rattlesnake bites.
Are you on the hunt for any more treasure?
Nah, I've kind of given up the whole adventuring thing. Now I've settled here in as a full-time scientist, doing lectures and such. Hey, speaking of lectures, how did your lecture about Da Vinci and Florence turn out, Digalot?
Terrible. It wasn't so much about the facts. After all, I know all my facts. It was more that the audience laughed at me. They said that the most arrogant man in the city knew more than I did on the subject.
Surprise, surprise.
I valiantly told them I know as much about Leonardo DiCaprio as you do.
Ugh, I won't even bother correcting that one.
By the way, you never did get around to telling me about the important news you have.
That's right! I am so sorry I forgot. This arrived at the museum 3 days ago. It's addressed to you from Dr. Hiram Aziz.
Crikey, you mean the Dr. Hiram Aziz? The one who identified the mummy of Pharaoh Hotep?
Yes, that's the one. Anyway, I opened the letter, and on the letter he said that he found something on the mummy of Ramses III that would capture your attention. He did not specify what it was, but he says it's important nonetheless.
I'll call up Harry down at the airport. I also called Doc Kilroy. He'll definitely want to come along. So, you ready for another adventure?
Sure.
You betcha!
I am sorry, but I have a lecture about dinosaurs to conduct next Thursday. But I hope you have a nice trip.
What about me?
Excuses. Oh, I got it. Wait. Isn't the night guard, Joe Dillard, sick right now?
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, now you're the new, substitute night guard. So you won't be able to come, unfortunately. I'm very sorry about that, but I hope you understand.
Wait, wasn't Joe killed 5 years ago when the museum was robbed?
Well, I wouldn't know. At that time, I was digging holes around Alamogordo, New Mexico.